As an early childhood educator, you have a responsibility of being available to parents when they have questions and concerns. In addition, you will reach out to them when you discover something that you need to convey. A few times during the school year, the children do activities to document their capability with different activities, and it's often included in their portfolio. This is an opportunity to invite the family in to sit down in a conference with you. You can show off the child's accomplishments. Also, this is when you can relay concerns you may have. Some families will take this well. Others try to point fingers, place blame, or are in denial, especially when it comes to behavior and social skills. Let's see what it looks like to be across the table from a resistant and blaming parent and how to handle it so you can help them stay in charge of their power, feelings, and responsibility. This is a challenging parent teacher conference. Let's do it. To truly appreciate the effort and skill it takes to handle this, there must be a contrast. So there are two takes that you will hear. First, in take one, the teacher does not have the skills to de escalate and maintain their own power, feelings, and responsibility. And then in take two, the teacher has the skills to de escalate and maintain their own power, feelings, and responsibility, all while helping the parent to hold their power, feelings, and responsibility. To get started, this beach ball represents your feelings, power, and responsibility. They are a package deal and can't be separated. Whoever is holding it has control of your feelings, power, and responsibility. Each person has their own ball. Here's a scenario to help you understand. A parent and teacher interaction during a conference when the child's social skills were discussed. Here's take one. The teacher, represented by the dark blue person on the screen, says, Jimmy is doing very well with his fine motor skills. He's able to cut on a line, he holds a pencil with proper hand placement, and can string beads with ease. Impulse control is a skill that he has not mastered yet. The parent, in the lighter blue, interrupts. What does that mean? The teacher says, It is evident that he wants to play with his peers. When he approaches them, he will grab a toy away or knock down their blocks. Now, the parent is not able to hold on to their ball of power, responsibility, and feelings and gives it to the teacher while saying, You just need to be there to stop him. In this take, this teacher is lacking skills as well. So, with their response to the parent, they are giving back the parent's ball of power, responsibility, and feelings while also handing over their own by saying, There are a lot of children that I'm supervising. I can't be everywhere. To which the parent responds with, That's your job. Why can't you just make them behave? And hands both balls back to the teacher. Note that neither the teacher or the parent are willing and capable of holding on to their own power, responsibility, and feelings. The teacher abruptly throws both balls back at the parent with a statement saying, Trust me, I try. And now the parent says, Those kids need to learn to share. Then Jimmy wouldn't be getting into trouble for just trying to play with them, and gives both balls back to the teacher. I can't discuss the other children with you, said the teacher, and gives both balls to the parent. And the parent responds with, Well, you can't blame Jimmy for everything, and throws both balls to the teacher. This is the end of take one. Did you notice that neither of the adults in this scenario was willing to hold their own ball? There was finger pointing, aggressive words, and shifting responsibility to others, and not taking accountability for their own actions. Now we are going to begin take two. It is the same scenario, but with different responses. So let's look at what is possible if we learn to feel, manage, and regulate our own internal states. The teacher begins with, Jimmy is doing very well with his fine motor skills. He is able to cut on a line, holds a pencil with proper hand placement, and can string beads with ease. Impulse control is a skill that he has not mastered yet. The parent interrupts, What does that mean? The teacher responds, It is evident that he wants to play with his peers. When he approaches them, he will grab a toy away or knock down their blocks. The parent is not willing to hold on to their own ball of power, responsibility, and feelings and hands it back to the teacher, saying, You just need to be there to stop him. In this take, the teacher has the skills necessary to maintain holding their own ball of power, responsibility, and feelings. So while handing the parent back their ball, the teacher says, You were hoping I could see when it was about to happen to offer him choices as to how to ask to play. The parent replies with, You are the teacher. Aren't you supposed to make them behave? And cannot hold on to their ball of power, responsibility, and feelings and hands it back to the teacher. The teacher maintains a state of calm, continues holding her own ball of power, responsibility, and feelings, while gently handing back the parent's ball to them, stating, Yes, I am the teacher. I can coach Jimmy how to ask his friends to play, but I cannot make him behave. The parent now forcefully gives the ball back to the teacher, stating, Those kids need to learn to share. Then Jimmy wouldn't be getting into trouble for just trying to play with them. Notice the teacher moved closer to the parent while handing back their ball. What I'm hearing you say is that if the children were able to communicate what they want effectively, then they would be more willing to work through conflicts without damaging their friendships. So the teacher reflected back to the parent what their deepest desire was in the moment. This was not the type of response that the parent expected or had ever experienced before. So they're letting it sit there with them for a moment, pondering it, trying this perspective on for a moment to see if it really does align with what their deepest desire is. And after some consideration, the parent reluctantly says, I guess. The teacher takes this opportunity to acknowledge what the parent is feeling by saying, It's hard to hear that there are some challenges for your son with social skills. We can work together to help teach him these missing skills. And the parent, holding their ball for the first time, says, Yes, it is hard. I did not realize that he struggled so much. What can we do to help him? This is the end of take two. In this scenario, the parent handed their ball over to the teacher a few times. The teacher was able to maintain their composure, keep her own ball of power and responsibility, and respectfully hand back the parent's ball to her. While the teacher remained in the higher centers of her brain, she was able to help the parent shift to holding her own ball of responsibility and power. It takes persistence and consistency to have this outcome. You can do this.